morning from Italy. Today we are out here in the Dolomites. Today we're going to be hiking the Grand Cir and then the smaller Cir, sometimes in Italian referred to as the Small Cir. But in either case, two scrambles today. Should be an awesome day. For a full trail guide of these two hikes, you can check the link in the description below. Start this hike off with a couple of things. So number one, there are a million different variations to be made with every hike in the Dolomites. So for this one, we kind of parked at a car park down here, and we're gonna be hiking up the slopes. You could have taken a bus here, you could have taken a gondola up here. So really, the essential information is gonna be the same, but the starting point, mileage, elevation, and all that fun stuff is gonna vary slightly depending on where you start. And finally, I don't speak Italian. I'm gonna butcher a lot of words, and I apologize in advance for that. If you guys have watched any of my other videos, you know I butcher English all the time, so there's no offense intended or meant when saying things completely wrong. Because we're in Europe and things are well marked, you shouldn't get lost. So sign right off the bat telling us to go left. For us, after about 3/4 of a mile of hiking, you're gonna reach intersection here, Grand Cir this way. Right up here is the top. Your trail marker today will be red dots. So that's what you're going to be following if you ever need guidance on how to get up there. But this is more or less your gully you're aiming for. And then once you get up this, take a right. So far, I mean, look at these views, dude. Holy crap. So far, absolutely zero need for Via Ferrata. This is class 1, so walking on loose stuff. I know that'll change eventually, but yeah, very enjoyable just because of the views. Here's the start of the Via Ferrata section. It is really not necessary. I personally am not gonna get my harness and kit on for this, but if you want to practice technique, just kind of get used to gear, this section looks pretty good at doing that. Another cabled section here, pretty much the same level of difficulty as the first one. Not very necessary. At the top, kind of right there. The rock, maybe this will show it, very, very, very slick. So be careful, especially if there's any kind of weather. This would not be fun. Top of the Grand Cir. Pretty cool little hike here. A little bit over a mile to get here and just about 1,500 feet of elevation gain. As you can tell by this shot and some of the drone shots, it is stunningly beautiful up here. Absolutely freaking gorgeous. So yeah, we're just gonna soak in the views a little bit further and then head back down. next up for us is actually this guy here, the regular Cir Cir, or the smaller one. It's going to be more of a actual Via Ferrata, at least from a climbing experience. It's going to be pretty different. I'm pretty sure the only way to go over there would be all the way to descend to where we started, head over to kind of like the gondola area, so right here, and then climb up the face. Started down here. We're going to kind of take this little social trail over this way, and I think it will get us over to the gondola and to our second climb of the day. We started the Grand at like, I don't know, right around 7:30 in the morning, and we were the only ones at the summit, which was kind of cool. On the way down, a bunch of parties. Because that one's an out and back, you might want to start it a little bit earlier if you don't prefer crowds, or if you're just not trying to get bottlenecked in the sections if you are using Via Ferrata gear. So up to you, obviously, but that's kind of been our experience so far. You know, for a second I was not really sure if we'd be able to find the second Via Ferrata. I am severely mistaken. There is a massive group of people up there, so we'll be in a conga line to the top. Here's a closer look at the Via Ferrata section. So you can kind of see people there, go across, slabby top, down that way. So for gear for the Via Ferrata, very simple. We have helmet, that's obvious. We have our climbing harness, and then you can buy just the Via Ferrata kit. If you don't want a Via Ferrata kit, you can just do rope and sling and some carabiners. The whole point of a Via Ferrata kit is that there's some give to the rope, so if you were to fall, theoretically it's safer, but really if you fall on a Via Ferrata, like, you're probably not in great shape if you're falling a big distance, that is. All right, we got Jackie leading the way first. In case you've never done this before, you always want to have redundancy. So this guy here is in front. It's always going to be past the bolt before you bring the next one up, and then same thing. You never want to do two at the same time, because that way if you fall, you have one. If you do two at the same time and you fall and neither one are clipped, it's not good. Quick side note from the Via Ferrata here. We just saw a funny situation happen where there's two little girls and their parents, and they wanted to come do this Via Ferrata because it's a very intro one, and clearly the dad overestimated the girl's abilities because she was crying and scared, and the mom started yelling, and they don't speak English, at least that's not their first language, and we could tell even in German that what they're fighting about. It's so funny that like that kind of fight is just universal. Got Jackie working up one of the steeper intro sections. The guides here clearly have a sense of humor. As the sign says, the top is to the left here, and then beer and ice cream to the right.
Als we die nemen, als dat de 666 is daar.
Looking up here, this is what I imagine the Everest line is to the top. We're just at the mercy of everybody else. Working our way up, probably a little bit over halfway. Awesome view behind us here to enjoy. It's been really fun, good rock quality. It's all technical. Nice hold. Nice foot. Stab myself in the jugular with my GoPro. Looking over to the Grand, and yeah, pretty good look back down. So started kind of in there. And we have the end of the first section here.
Or as they say in Italian, finiamo.
It's a little spicy up here. Yeah. It's like some good climbing. Oh shit.
Good?
Huh?
You good?
Yeah, I'm fine. Top of the Cir here. Got some awesome views. And we'll take you over here too. Really pretty. Jack, anything you want to add?
It's just beautiful and very fun.
Okay.
10 out of 10 recommend.
So we got the down climb here from the top. It's going to be definitely the most challenging move you've had all day, but nothing crazy. Oh, there we go. Just a weird move. So the way down is going to be pretty obvious, but I'm going to take it here and work the gully back down to where you start.
So we were just saying that the Grand Cir has the better views and the Little Cir is the more fun via Ferrata.
Here is a look at the descent gully. Back down now off the small or regular Cir. It's going to wrap up the hike here. An awesome climb. I agree with Jackie's notes earlier about the views being better on the Grand, but I mean, this isn't half bad either. Overall, my tip would be to get here pretty early if you don't want to have a significant bottleneck, which will make it take quite a bit of time. This was only just about 3 miles when it's all said and done to do both, and it took us a very long time because of how long this one in particular took. If you're new to my channel, you can go ahead and check out the full guide, free guide on my website, linked in the description below. If you want to shop virtual Sherpa gear to help support the channel, stickers, hats, all that fun stuff, check that out as well. I'm gonna have more Dolomites videos linked somewhere in the description as well, maybe even a playlist, so check those out. I'm based in Colorado, but obviously here in Italy today, I have hikes from all over the world on my channel, so check it out. On behalf of Jackie and myself, thank you very much for watching, and we'll see you guys on the next adventure.